It's kind of exciting. Dubai has just updated their work visa rules for 2025, especially for Pakistani nationals.
Really?
It's pretty big news.
That's amazing. So what's changed exactly?
Well, they've simplified a lot of the recruitment process and are really looking to attract skilled talent. Things like digital first applications and extended visa validity.
Digital applications, that sounds convenient.
Yeah, absolutely. Everything is now online through the UAE's MOHRE portal, so you don't have to deal with piles of paperwork.
Right.
It's all streamlined now.
That's a relief. And you mentioned extended visa validity?
Yes. Instead of the old 1-2 years, work visas now last for 2-3 years.
Oh, nice.
So you have more stability.
That's great for professionals planning to settle in Dubai.
Exactly. And companies now have stricter requirements too. They need to prove financial stability to sponsor foreign workers. So they're ensuring only legitimate employers can bring in talent.
So what about sectors like IT and healthcare? Are there any changes there?
Actually, yes. High-demand sectors like healthcare, IT, and engineering have no nationality caps now. So more opportunities for Pakistani professionals in those fields.
That's fantastic. So who exactly qualifies for a work visa under these new rules?
Well, applicants need to have a valid job offer from a Dubai-based employer, meet educational qualifications, degrees attested by the UAE Embassy in Pakistan, pass a medical fitness test, and have a clean criminal record.
And the employers? What's required from them?
Employers must be registered with MOHRE, have a valid trade license, and prove they can cover employee salaries and benefits. So both parties have their responsibilities.
Makes sense. What if someone goes to Dubai on a visit visa and gets a job offer there?
Well, they can convert their visit visa to a work visa without leaving Dubai, but the employer needs to initiate the process within 60 days of entry. So timing is crucial.
Absolutely. So what documents are needed for the application?
For the employee, they need a passport with at least 6 months validity, passport-sized photos with a white background, attested educational certificates and experience letters, medical fitness certificate from a UAE-approved clinic, and a police clearance certificate.
That's quite a list. And the employer?
Employers need their MOHRE registration documents, an employment contract in Arabic and English detailing salary, benefits, and job role, and proof of the company's financial standing.
Gotcha. How about the attestation of educational documents? That can be tricky sometimes.
Yeah, it can be a bit of a process. First, you get them verified by HEC Pakistan, then attested by the UAE Embassy in Islamabad. In some cases, you might need MOFA attestation in Dubai too. So it's important to plan ahead.
Definitely. So what's the step-by-step process like?
Sure. So first, you secure a valid job offer from a Dubai employer. Then, the employer applies for work permit approval online through MOHRE. Once approved, the employee receives an entry visa to enter Dubai.
And then?
After arriving in Dubai, you complete a medical screening and apply for an Emirates ID. Then, you submit your passport for work visa stamping, which takes about 5 to 7 days. Lastly, you sign the final labor contract registered with MOHRE.
I see. What's the timeline and cost for all this?
Processing takes about 2 to 4 weeks. The costs include the work permit fee, which is AED 300-500, usually paid by the employer, visa stamping fees around AED 500-700, and the medical test, which is AED 500-800.
All right. Noted. Speaking of medical tests, what's involved there?
Medical tests are done at government-approved centers in Dubai. They check for things like HIV, tuberculosis, hepatitis. You need to be clear of these. Employers are also required to provide basic health insurance coverage.
That's good to know. Are there any common pitfalls applicants should be aware of?
Definitely. One major mistake is accepting offers from unregistered companies. Always verify the employer's MOHRE status. Also, submitting unattested documents is a big no-no.
Right, and overstaying a visit visa before converting to a work visa could be problematic, I assume.
Exactly. Overstaying can lead to fines and complications. Also, people sometimes ignore contract details, like probation periods or exit clauses, which can cause issues later on.
So after securing the visa, what are the next steps?
Well, you'd want to open a UAE bank account, apply for a resident ID, and register for Ijari, which is the housing contract. It's also a good idea to familiarize yourself with labor laws to protect your rights.
Makes sense. Wait, you mentioned earlier that you can convert a visit visa to a work visa within 60 days, but I've heard it's actually 90 days.
Oh, you're right. Sorry about that. The visit visas can be up to 90 days, but it's important to initiate the conversion process as soon as possible to avoid any overstaying issues.
Got it.
Thanks for clarifying.
This is really helpful. Any final tips for those planning to work in Dubai?
Yes, preparation is key. Don't skip the fine print and always cross-check requirements on the official MOHRE website.
Absolutely.
It's important to stay informed.
Well, thanks for sharing all this valuable information. It's been great discussing this.
Likewise. I'm glad we could shed some light on the process.
Yeah.
Wishing everyone the best of luck on their Dubai journey.